أعزائي التلاميذ، إخواني الأولياء، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. مرحبا بكم من جديد في عدد جديد من سلسلة درب النجاح في اللغة الإنجليزية مع الأستاذ بن خالد توفيق، تحضيرا لشهادة التعليم المتوسط. إذن في عدد اليوم سوف نواصل مع The Simple Past Part 2، الماضي البسيط، الجزء الثاني. Lesson plan، مخطط الدرس. So in this lesson we are going to tackle 6 points. Number 1, last lesson review. Number 2, interrogative form. Number 3, a practice. Number 4, ED pronunciation. Number 5, a practice. And number 6, today's wisdom. So let's get started. Let's have a quick review of the last session. So in the last lesson, we spoke about the simple past. The simple past is a tense that we use to express an action that started and finished in the past. In the past simple, we have two types of verbs. Regular verbs, they have a rule, une règle, which is verb ed, like cleaned, helped, watched, wanted, talked, walked. The second type is irregular verbs. They don't have a rule. So what do they have? They have a list that we must memorize as many irregular verbs as we can. Irregular verbs like read, wrote, spoke, gave, took, saw. In the last lesson, we have seen how to form the negative form in the simple past. Subject plus did not or didn't plus verb unconjugated or stem plus the rest of the sentence. And why is the verb is unconjugated? Because did is conjugated. Example, I played football yesterday. I didn't play football yesterday. Last week I spoke to her. Last week I didn't speak to her. Today we are going to see the interrogative form, صيغة الاستفهام, in the simple past, of course. So first, let's have a fast review about questions in English. أولا دعونا نراجع بسرعة أنواع الأسئلة في اللغة الإنجليزية بصفة عامة. In English we have two types of questions. First one is yes, no question. It starts with a verb or a modal verb. إذن كيف نعرف سؤال نعم أو كلا؟ هو يبدأ with a verb or a modal verb. A verb like to be, to have, to do. Modal verb like can, should, will, may. The second type is WH questions. WH questions, it starts with WH words. WH word like what. We have WH at the start. This is what we say WH words. So what is used to ask about information? Like what is your name? Where, WH. It is used to ask about place. Like where are you from? When, it's used to ask about time. Like when do you come to school? Who, it's used to ask about person identity. Like who is your friend? How, it's used to ask about manner. Like how are you? Why, it's used to ask about cause. Like why do you like English language? Which, is used to ask about a choice, like which car do you like? Which friend do you prefer? So these are yes or no questions. They start with a verb or a modal verb. WH question, they start with WH words. Today we are going to focus نركز on yes no questions in the past. Yes no questions. It starts with a verb or a modal verb. A verb like to be, to have, to do. To be like is she a doctor? Is to be in the present. Was she a doctor? Was to be in the past. To have like have you finished? This is present perfect. Have, the verb to have. To do like do you like English? Did you take a picture? To do in the present. To do in the past. Now let's go to see examples of modal verbs. Modal verbs like can, should, will. Can like can you help me? Start with can. Should like should I tell her sorry? Should. Will you go to Spain? Start with will. So they are all yes or no questions. Start with verbs. It starts with a modal verb. Now, what is the rule? Did plus subject plus verb and conjugated plus the rest of the sentence plus question mark. Now, why do we have verb and conjugated? Because did is conjugated in the past. So when did takes the simple past form, the verb after is unconjugated. Example, did you dream to be a pilot? Did you dream to be a pilot? Did she help her mom? Did she help her mom? Did John finish his homework? Did John finish his homework? Now how do we answer? كيف نجيب? Did he dream to be a pilot? This is what? Yes or no questions. Why? Because it starts with a verb. Now we have two answers. Yes, no. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Or no, he did not. Very good. No, he did not. Or we say didn't, short form. Now we have not because we have no. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Time for a practice. Activity 1. Reorder the following words to make a correct sentence. So you are going to have 5 sentences and you reorder them correctly and be careful to the punctuation. علامة الوقف. Pause the video, do the activity, and we are going to correct later. Okay, now we are going to correct. Number 1, did you like the movie? Number 2, did Algeria win the Football African Cup? 3, did Ahmed and Omar travel together? 4, did she have a happy childhood? 5, did we win the competition? So these are the answers. Activity 2. Read the short text and answer the following question. So you are going to read this short text and you answer the questions. Question 1. Did Sarah visit England? Did Sarah spend 2 months in England? Did Sarah stay in a hotel? Did Sarah take many photos? Was Sarah happy? Pause the video, do the activity, and we are going to correct together. Now the correction. Did Sarah visit England? Yes, Sarah, did. Yes, she did. Or yes, Sarah did. Did Sarah spend 2 months in England? No, she didn't. No, Sarah didn't. Did Sarah stay in a hotel? No, she didn't. Did Sarah take many photos? Yes, she did. Was Sarah happy? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Now it's time for pronunciation. It's time for what? For pronunciation. Very important things about pronunciation. مفاهيم عامة ومهمة. In pronunciation, we always focus on the sound and not the letter. We always focus on the sound and not the letter. في اللغة الإنجليزية هناك فرق بين الصوت والحرف. لنرى. The sound, the letter. الصوت، الحرف. الصوت هو ما يسمع أو ما ينطق. The letter هو ما يكتب أو يقرأ. They are not the same. سنرى لماذا. We will see why. Example. This is f. This is f. It is a sound. دائما عندما تجد رمز بين عارضتين فهو صوت وليس حرف. تذكر عندما تجد أي رمز بين عارضتين فهو صوت وليس حرف. This is f. It is not f. It is not f. This is f. This is f. So what is the difference? سوف نرى. We will see. f. صوت يسمع. في الكتابة it can be written 3 ways. يكتب ب3 طرق مختلفة. With f like father, father. ph like physics, physics. gh like laugh, laugh. So the sound and the letter are not the same thing. ليسوا نفس الشيء. الصوت هو ما تسمعه أو ما تنطقه، والحرف هو ما يكتب. هذا شيء مهم. يجب عليكم أن تفرقوا بين الصوت والحرف، لأنه لاحقا عندما نصل للقواعد سيكون هذا مفصليا في فهمكم للقاعدة. Let's see. Look at these verbs. Look, see, watch. How many verbs we have? We have 6. Very good. What do you remark about these verbs? What do you remark? What is the common thing between them? What is the common thing between them? Yes, they all finish with ed. They are regular verbs. ed, ed. They all finish with ed. Okay? Continue. Now listen to the ed pronunciation. I want you to listen to me. I am pronouncing them and listen to the ed pronunciation. Okay? Cleaned, helped, wanted, walked, studied, needed. Repeat. Cleaned, helped, wanted, walked, studied, needed. Are they all pronounced the same? No, they are not. They are different. How many pronunciation do you hear? Listen again. Cleaned, helped, wanted, walked, studied, needed. Yes, there are 3 different pronunciations, which are id, ت, د. كما قلت سابقا عندما تجدون رمزا بين عريضتين فهو ماذا؟ هو صوت. It is a sound. ليس حرف. It is not a letter. id, this is ت. It is not t. It is ت. And this is د. It is not d. It is د. Let's classify. Cleaned. What do you hear? Id or t or d? Cleaned. Very good. D. Cleaned. D. Helped. Helped. Very good. T. Wanted. Wanted. Id. Walked. Walked. T. Studied. D. Needed. Needed. Id. Nice. Now, what is the rule? What is the rule? كيف نحدد إن كان the final ed ت or د or id? The final ed pronunciation. We should focus on the last sound of the verbs. We should focus on the last sound of the verb. Right. What is the last sound? Right. Very good. It is t. Kill. It is l. Push. sh. Box. s. Study. e. Push. sh. Play. a. Diphthong. Cry. I. Diphthong. So listen. أهم شيء أن تركز على آخر صوت تسمعه في الفعل. The last sound you hear in the verb. Let's continue. The final ed pronunciation. Now if إذا شرطية. If the final sound is t or d, the final ed is pronounced id. Now the sound t يكتب with t. The sound d then with d. It is id. Like want, wanted, need, needed. If the final sound is p, k, f, th, s, sh, and ch, the final ed is pronounced t. Now p, it is written with p. K, it is written with k and c. F, it is written with f or ph or gh. Th, it is usually written with th. S, it is written with c or double s or x. Sh, with sh. Ch, with ch. So when the final sound is one of these, the final ed is t. Now, if the final sound is the rest of consonant and vowel sounds, diphthongs and triphthongs, the final ed is d. So let's repeat. If the final sound is t or the ed is id. If the final sound is p, k, f, th, s, sh, or ch, the final ed is t. The rest of consonant and vowels sounds, it is d. Time for practice. I listen and classify. So you have a group of verbs, regular verbs in the past, and you are going to classify every verb in its case. Id, or te, or de. So we have stop, need, love, tour, organize, invade, wash, avoid, travel, die. Pause the video, do the activity, and we are going to correct. So now we are going to see the answers. Stop, it's finished with p. P. So it is stopped. Needed, needed. It finished with D. Needed. It is id. Love. We have f. It is loft. Tour. We have r. It is toured. Organize. We have z. Organized. Invade. We have d. Invaded. Wash. We have sh. Washed. Avoid. We have d. Avoided. Travel. We have l. Traveled. Die. We have I. Died. So, today's wisdom. Today's wisdom is don't put all the eggs in one basket. Don't put all the eggs in one basket. So with that, we are done with the simple past. We will meet in another lesson soon. Till then, take care and have a good day.